much more exciting action to come out of Marvel Rivals Esports here, and it looks like we are now going to be getting into the draft.
Alrighty, into it. Here we go. Oh, Gamabo hovering the Jeff. Ace may be on the Y Fox. Okay, double Gamma Man makes a lot of sense. Elsa protect to follow. Quite a good, strong start for XO. Question is, are we going to get that NXT's Rogue? You know, earlier we saw Marvel on the Rogue do great work. Can they replicate?
Oh, they're looking to think about it. Looks like Elsa will be the replication, maybe. There you go. So it is going to be locked down. They aren't going to be looking to prioritize something like the Mantis for themselves here. So in turn, going to be traded out. So pretty much mirror bands and protects at the moment. Now we'll probably see the same. Loki could be next on deck here. Vanpool, one in the same. You know, there's a couple of options there, dependent on how both of these teams want to play things through. And the time is ticking. The hourglass almost running dry. And there you go. Double Vanpool.
Double Vanpool. Interesting to see. I mean, we know how aggressive and accelerated Burn It to Charlotte gameplay is. Having the Vanpool out does open up a lot more Vanguards to be viable here, taking out the best in slot. But speaking of another eye up there, strategist picks, Invisible Woman, protected. You know, these, I gotta say, we've got a very solidified meta here at group stage, Matson. Nothing's changing. Ban phases are going. Honestly, play the footage back from the last map. It's the same ban phase. Nothing's changed.
Deja vu. I feel like we've been here before.
I have been in this place before, my friend. Yeah. I have been in. I mean, the Ultron, again, honestly, the only difference is that was on the top side of the screen there. But nonetheless, it's going to be XOXO, locking in the Ultron. And the final ban to affect them is going to be Invisible Woman, potentially. Yes, it will. So they can have the one-side Invisible Woman on their side for loyalty. Okay, there it is. Both teams have Elsa. Ultron v Invis is the differential factor there. As, yeah, it's pretty standard in the Mantis, Vanpool, and Gambit bans. There is a bit of a different factor, but I want to know. Songjuk Woo's Ultron cooked last time we saw him on our screens. It might get a bit metallic again.
I think you're onto something there. I think it definitely can be very effective with the Ultron and can play into a lot of higher mobility duelists as well if the need should arise here. So definitely keen to see what they can do. Loyalty, they came here to play, and they're going to play it well. Gambo going to be locking in the Star-Lord as well. Wubo going to be looking to play alongside them on the Elsa. So should be pretty solid to see how they will approach this one. Obviously playing into that team up with Strange and Invis here. XO not looking to do much of the same. Both teams are going for the early shield play there. You know, get themselves buffed up a little bit by their rockets before they will look to lock it down, lock it in. And it will be Legendary donning the Loki. Oh, Lager. It's game one again. It's portal time, baby.
Hold on. This is your people, Matsy. I smell a Moshi Mosh tactic in the midst right here. They're going to do the portal penny mine. Alexius has the mines lined up. Scape is trying to land the portal. Are they going to be able to hook someone in? No Spider-Man there to follow. It's going to be enough to try to chase. But the Bulwark shield from Ace is going to protect them right there. But nonetheless, they do get a good flank here. They're going to be chasing down Zita. Zita's going to get away for now, surviving as the Captain America does and denying the chance of getting value. But both teams on opposite sides of the battlefield here, but nonetheless, it's the same in the middle. Fight's going to kick off nonetheless.
Going to kick off right here, right now. All contention over the mission area in the early phase here. No one can be able to take control just yet. They're taking it nice and slow and steady here. Escape in a bit of trouble. Whoa, flies into the stars there and gets shot down like a shooting star. So, great KO from Songjuk Woo there. And we're going to see if they can pull through with more. Legendary goes down. It's Zephyr on the cap. Double down. Take the floor. They're good for more. And it will be XO taking complete control. They kick off.
There it is. Power. Right there. Claimed. XO with the lead right there. Ultimates close for them are going to be high value. I think both teams actually kind of have I think both teams are in a good position in the ultimate regard. You know, XO after a long fight only has like a 30% lead on the missionary here, but nonetheless we'll see how it unfolds. Sonic Woo is going to be closest to the Rage of Ultron. Might be matched if Jay-Z can get the boundary as well. But I think actually take a step back, everybody. Galactrox might be the first one up from alone.
Could be onto something there, Liger. Here we go. Dinner time comes through, but there's going to be more dinner coming through there. The Apex Predators on lock. Fate of both worlds from Resta as well. So solid resistance coming through from EXO. Gambo bringing out the Galactic Legend though. See if they can re-engage into the fight. Wuvo going down. That'll be a problem. Big reaction from Ace as well. Try and take them out of the skies. Rise up. Not going to happen. Seraphim Shield going to yield much protection. And Zephyr still here. Still in high gear with the Freedom Charge. They will be able to contest over the mission area all over again. Hunting down Legendary and they will fall. So great usage of their ultimates just in time there. You know, they managed to keep themselves in the fight and continue to build that percentage, all while sending loyalty straight back to spawn here. So if they don't have something like a portal right now or something to touch the mission area, this could be the first point wrapped up.
Ooh, most definitely right there. 90%. They don't have the chance of a portal. They may have used it a bit earlier. As we can see, it's on cooldown for still another 10 seconds. Rage of Ultron kicks off 98 to 99. Anybody there to contest? Yes! NXT's hit the Venom. Good clean switch right there to get the contest right there, to get the value, but the overtime still ticking off. They're going for it, Matty. A stall is effective, but it's just not going to allow them to set up their whole team. And they're just going to stagger on, and then EXO is going to win that round by just pushing them off. But it's Charlotte's first round. The Scientific Institute is going to the XOXO. We're going to take it to the spaceport. We're going to see if maybe Loyalty got, you know, their pilot's license. Maybe they can fly themselves to victory. Then we can settle on Warrior Falls. That's what I want, okay? Please, for me, guys, get me to Warrior Falls. Make it fun. Make it dramatic. Tie it up. Tie up this domination map. Let's get it. Let's get it fun, okay? There's a lot of opportunity for that. But right now, I'm not feeling confident if I was a Loyalty fan right now. Because EXO took it 100 to 0. Wow.
Yeah, they really commanded their presence over the mission area. I was really impressed at how they just kept contesting. Like, even if you saw some of them get shut down there, they still managed to hold. Still managed to keep position and keep building that percentage. And then all the meanwhile, they slowly but surely managed to whittle down Loyalty's forces in reaction. And it all just falls into place for them. So it was great to see how composed they were in those situations. But now the pressure's on Loyalty to find their own sense of composure. They've got that Feast of the Abyss they can kick off with here. Even the God of Mischief there, and maybe an Apex Predator around the corner from both rosters. But who is going to be able to find that potential first is really going to enable them into the early position in this round.
5 seconds till the missionary unlocks, but doesn't matter because this has already started the fight in the back line. The Captain America goes right there. 27A is taking out Legendary in the back line. Loki down. Feast of the Abyss from NXT's trying to get the value. We're going to see what happens for themselves. Oh, Sonic Woo with the long distance pulse cannon right there. Taking out NXT's. That is the value of a marksman on the Ultron right there. I got to say, more and more we're seeing these duelist-orientated, hit-scan-orientated players take it to the Stratus role. And speaking of the Stratus role, Wuvo taking a triple KO right there on the Elsa. Getting the value on Galactrox and turning it right there. Strong presence. Loyalty gets some percentage on the board. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, great start from them there. You know, they only committed the Feast of the Abyss as well as the Apex Predator there, and they managed to take control over the mission area. So a grand start from them. EXO, though, they're looking to get a full stack of ults in a second. Yeah, that could be a problem for Loyalty, but they've got plenty to react with should the need arise. Speaking of, they've already popped the boundary first. They're looking to kick things off with a bang, get early presence over the mission area, and continue to maintain course, but they're being backcapped right now. Oh no, Liger! EXO taking control right under their noses!
Oh, Fear Magneto as the Meteor gets charged up. Does it fly? Does it make anybody cry? I don't think it gets the value it needs. It may have been absorbed, but boundaries set down right there by Legendary with the shapeshift copy. Still have time. Jay-Z taking out Ace. Sita taken down. That's 1-2 from EXO down as Loyalty kept it back. Even though XOXO took a nice 14% chunk back, Loyalty's got the lead back again. We'll see if they can maintain it. It's looking good for themselves, and they've got a good position here, Matsy. They got themselves Meteor M on the corner. NXT's and Weaver already lined up, ready outside the spawn of EXO to launch their ultimates. The question is if they can get it. But XOXO, they got 4 ultimates. They got 4 ultimates to charge through. especially Freedom Charge. That's the one that's going to break through.
Looks like they're kicking off with the Rage of Ultron there to try and force the issue. Meteor, oh, gets hit to the wall there. Not going to be able to stall anyone out with it. Apex Predator, special delivery for Alone Fills. They will lock in at least one KO. WY1Y responding immediately though. Not going to be able to secure one of their own. It's Zeta taking control of this one, and Xyz does at least find Ace there, but not able to clear much more space from there. WY1Y good to catch Zeta in the trap, but that's not going to be much more from it. Fist of the Abyss being committed to this one, but it's a little too late. I almost feel like it's applied to desperation, bringing out the ult at that point, like maybe trying to vow for that little bit more percent, but now it's flipped to Exo, and they're looking to hold control firmly.
Holding it down. Let's see. Gonna be able to cap it here, but Loyalty's got one fight away from claiming around here. Let's see if they can pull it off. XOXO got the Freedom Charge online. Zeta's trying to get the angle, trying to get the moment, trying to get the charge directly for Sue Storm. Gonna use that chance to, you know, burn some cooldowns, and Gamberberg taken down by Ace right there. Getting the pressure. EXO have advantage here. They're going to start melting through, try and take down Scape, try and take down Legendary, who they do, and they deny the chance of a shapeshift. It's going to force Jay-Z to hit the boundary right there to sustain the rest of the team, keep them alive, as XOXO do have the 50% climbing right there. Lonely Feels going to be taken up by WY1Y. WY1Y's trying to get that marksmanship going, going to set the stage, going to keep it going, and the Freedom Charge keeps everybody sustained right here. They're going to tie up the percentage right here, Matty. It's not over yet.
It's not over till it's over. Boom! Shakalaka! It's Ace getting a double KO with the Meteor M there. And that's going to be a flip of the coin here. Double into double from Ace and Alone Fills. What a way to get it done, man.
Excellence. Absolute excellence. Right there. Right there. 90% climbing. XOXO. Do they get it through? Oh, it's going to be a little portal. Oh, they went a bit too deep and they capped it behind them. XOXO walked off the mission area. Loyalty's going to take it to 90. We're definitely seeing overtime right now as both teams are collapsing on each other. There it is. And only Feels getting the pick, taking out Legendary. Another chance for the Loki to get sustained, but they're going to get Galar Trucks and combo breaker right there with Ace getting the finishing touch. That's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down from Loyalty. As XOXO said, hold on a second. You're going to sneak down behind us. We're going to punish you for it. And they're going to take it to 99, take it to 100 to 99. And XOXO do win the map. There it is right there, taking Bernard T'Challa.
Taking Bernard T'Challa and feeling confident. What a way to start things off for XO there. You know, Loyalty, they looked like they were starting to string a thing or two together, but fortunately for them, XO just too switched on into this one and will be able to take it for their own. Zeta going to be the one to claim MVP alongside Victory. So, a great way to start things off on domination, and Loyalty left trying to play catch-up.
Yes, indeed. We're going to see right here how much value could they have actually extracted from that situation. Loyalty, they did play hard and fast, but unfortunately, XOXO slowed it down and won it in hand. Even though Loyalty had signs of improvement, signs of potentially capturing a round and taking it to the Warrior Falls, XOXO just really poured their resources into Alone. That's right. Triple strategist with Alone on the solo. Elsa just fully enabled, fully backed up, and getting the value they needed.
Yeah, really doing a great job to seek out a lot of value there, and it does work out for EXO into the replay as well. You can see Zeta on a rip and tear, bringing out all the flair. They just don't care, and they dare to be a greater. They dare to seek out victory. They will be able to string that all together. So, a lot of great plays coming out from both sides of the coin into that one. WY1Y taking away a huge triple into that part of the endeavor as well. Was very impressed with the special deliveries coming out from Elsa Bloodstone. All one and the same, all over again.
And again, indeed. There is a percentage, there is the mark, there it is. That's how you know it's going to be. And it's going to be in favor for EXO. So we're going to take that first map right here against Loyalty, as we can see. Strong, formidable opponent that is Loyalty. XOXO just had that extra step further, that extra freedom charge further, as they kept it with a good presence on the cap, good on the Elsa usage, good on the Elsa usage as well. But it's tough. It's tough looking for Loyalty right now. This may be the last map of the day if they don't win.
That's it, and let's see who's going to be able to take that win heading in into map number 2, right on the other side of this break.
Fury! 气贯长龙！
Thank goodness this book has pictures.
Let's get go!
Welcome back, everybody, to Marvel Rivals Ignite Preseason here for Asia in the Pacific region. It's Matzy and Liger, more eager than ever to get into some more amazing action. And what a way to kick it off, you know. XO, they managed to take away that first map with confidence, loyalty, left playing catch-up there, although they did have some pretty solid moments.
They definitely did. I could have seen it going loyalty's way. But it's tough to say. How can they get that extra step forward? How can they get that extra step forward to victory? Oh, maybe this is the key. Changing it up on the maps. Central Park, we haven't seen it today. Called it out that it was played quite a bit in China. So the question is, can they gain the success here? We'll see if Loyalty made the right decision with this map. But it's all on XO. If they can take this victory here and maintain the glorious preseason Asia 2-0 streak that we're currently on, then the game's the game. We'll find out.
We'll find out exactly which way this one's going to go, you know, and I'm eager to see what kind of compositions these teams are going to be bringing out, whether we do see some of that triple Vanguard, triple Strategist action into at least the first submission area here, you know, because it's been pretty common in the past, so keen to see if that is going to be brought out to play defensively here again.
You know what else will be a factor? Angela. Angela's a great pick, great Vanguard, flying Vanguard pick. You know, just to be able to take people with the Assassin's Charge, displace them, hide them behind some rubble as the map's reforming. Again, one of the best maps in design and competitive utility of destroyable and regrowable terrain. That is the thing about Dracula's Castle. It gets pretty crazy and whimsical up in there, but we're going to see if it's going to play into favor of either XO or Loyalty. Depends how they both want to play this right here. Bans are going to get going soon. We're going to see how they're going to go through. Just to remind everybody, in Ignite, it's an asymmetrical banning system. It's 4 each side, 2 protects each side. Okay, so if Groot's banned, the other team might still be able to play Groot. Either they're not banned for him, or they've protected Groot for themselves, so the opposing team cannot ban Groot against them. It depends.
Yeah, it really depends on their focus there, right? Because they could ban out Groot, but then in turn they might let something else through, like the Elsa, like the Gambit, or so many of these key characters that you're seeing brought out into the compositions here. Obviously, Groot is a great point of focus for a lot of teams, you know, if they don't want to have that extra layer of defense or offense for that matter to limit those lines of sight there and isolate out those KOs, then yeah, banning that one through could be the strategy they need here. But I'm just curious if they're willing to concede other things around something like that.
Yeah, true. That is the factor to consider. As we ignite the time stream, I believe teams are ready. We're going to be jumping into a game shortly. It's going to be our bang, everybody. We're looking forward to it. I don't know about you. Get your predictions ready. We're going to find out very, very soon. Get it going for yourselves. So is it going to be XO taking it 2-0, or a Loyalty going to show up and show out and flip the script here, maybe take it back with a reverse sweep? We don't know. We'll find out. They're going to be the ones, Loyalty, starting on attack. XOXO is going to defend. They're going to set the pace. If they get a full hold here, they're going to have a really fun attack. And we saw that happen earlier.
Yeah, we certainly did. Saw a lot of fun happening out on the attacking side there. And you can see what else is going to be stacking through as we get things locked and loaded into the draft momentarily. We got our players just looking to make a trip back from Camotage at the moment. Should be into the server momentarily here. So very keen to see what the draft's going to look like into this one, whether there's going to be a shifted focus on this or whether it could be something else entirely. But here we go. The draft will now begin, and starting off strong, it's Gambit saying goodbye.
Sadly, gonna have to flush the toilet. There will be no Raging Royal flush. That's just gonna go down the drain. But also protected for Loyalty. Looking happy, looking confident. Mantis following suit. Mantis is just... It's been a while since Mantis has had such a high ban rate. I vividly remember this back in Stage 2 Ignite last year, so we'll see how it all unfolds. I believe Mantis and Ultron at one point had a 98% ban rate. Crazy, crazy numbers. But double Elsa protect, both teams will have Elsa. There will be no Elsa differential, which is good. Really can measure against each other. Double Vanpool ban as well. Both teams refuse to let Deadpool see the light of Dracula's castle. But, Captain America. Honestly, I really actually anticipated Loyalty might ban Cap, but EXO is just going to play it safe and protect it for themselves.
Yeah, going to be looking to hold on to that one firmly, and I'd love to see EXO taking things in a different direction and getting the Protect onto the Cap, especially considering how much impact it had for them into Map 1 there. I mean, there's a reason that Zetho got that MVP on Cap. You know, they were really paying dividends on that hero. But speaking of dividends, we are going to be seeing Invis on the Protect now for Loyalty, so they at least can have focus over that one, take some control there, and see how they stroll ahead. But now we're seeing there's no way. I think they heard me, Liger. Ace, have you heard me from beyond the stars? The Hulk might be here.
Ace, you gotta do it. Gotta bring out that gamma. Gotta make it happen. Gotta do it. Get the thing. Can we see it happen? Look, listen. Here's what I'm most excited about. I see it. I'm ready for it. Anixie's on the rogue. Good. But slightly more excited. Songjok-woo's Daredevil. Don't muck around. If we're gonna see it, we're gonna see it. Commit to it. It's a great map. A lot of great walls to climb as well. And most importantly, we already know it. Dan was talking about it yesterday. What's the most broken thing about Daredevil? That outsourced vision that he can just give to everybody all the information. Yeah, like, this guy's he's incredible. He provides more information than a team can handle. He's like, guys, they're right here, they're right here. What do you mean? No, they're not. I can't see them. Oh, but I can see them. Trust me. How exciting is it to have a hero like that in this game? It really makes competitive play so diverse, so complex, in a way that your Daredevil players must be fast communicators to be able to relay that information back to your team. And if Songjok is the one that's got that, lock it in, everybody. Also, shout out, we got Luna Snow on our screens. Been a minute. Welcome back to Ignite, Luna.
Yeah, welcome back. Hopefully you're here to stay, and we'll be here to play right into it. But let's see how it all goes down right now as we get focused in to this one. EXO are going to be playing into the strat pool, looking very reminiscent of Z-Tech. Play into that one, and keen to see if there's more where that came from. Ooh, big Maelstrom coming out from Zeta there. Already starts off the KO feed strong, shutting down Legendary, and looking for more. It's Sunjuk Wu looking to get onto the floor here. Shut down the attackers piece by piece. Down goes Gambo, and enjoy the show, because everyone else has got sent back home.
How meta.
Yep, Resta representing the Gen pool right there, holding it down. You're gonna have to see how Loyalty is gonna try to get through here. Don't have the chance to capture right now, as XOXO is just on the clock, ready. But Aloni feels very close as well to the Jeff time. Could be big for them. Loyalty is gonna have potentially Ensong Inferno, but still quite a while from anybody ulting. Right now, just gonna have to take a quick, no resource fight and try to get a pick.
Oh, they could be right on the edge of one if they're not careful. There you go. The Vanguards will shut down a couple to kick things off here and look for many and many more. They tower ahead of their opponents piece by piece here. So really great at just isolating these single file engagements for XO onto this one. And Loyalty, they need to find a way through themselves, you know, try and find a way to overwhelm XO onto this. I like the change up onto the thing here. They can play more dive-centric around the rogue with an XCCR, but they just need something to kick off. Maybe they get a freeze from a JCC7. You know, that could be the starting point.
That could be indeed. As they are try to unfold and bring forward. I see a Maelstrom. Oh, denied by the point blank Galatrox into the corridor right there. They are boxed in, and Zita's gonna hit the massive Agamotto into the double KO Maelstrom right there. Finally finishing off with a triple Eldritch Whip, taking out JC. And that's value. Sunjuk cleaning out, taking out Woover right there. It's just, at this point, it's just clinical. Taken almost 3 minutes away from Loyalty's push right here, Matsy. XOXO have resources on their side. They have ultimates on their side. They have time on their side right now. Loyalty switching to the thing. Escape bringing out the haymakers. Clobbering time could be big. If they can time it, literally, they could turn the tide.
Turn the tide, they can let the devil out. It's going to be Ult City in response right now from Loyalty. So off one ult from Sunjuk Wu there, they've drawn out 3 from Loyalty. That is paying off in a big way, because even despite dropping all 3 of those ults, Loyalty still can't push. They're still stuck in place here, Liger, and time is not on their side.
Oh, not indeed. Oh, not indeed right there. 40 seconds left, one last chance. One last chance for Loyalty to push here. If they can try to get this outpost, if they can try to capture the mission area, it'll be their mark. Oh, Resta's popping the bounce. Strap pulls online, everybody. We're going to get a pop quiz. It's going to be very, very educational.
Yeah, looks like we could get the final exam into this one. Looking to potentially get some damage through. Go for the jackpot. Get an additional healing, but not when Alone Feels is stealing their whole team! 5-team better KO from Alone Feels. Immediate shutdown onto Loyalty. This could be curtains right here, right now, everybody. Time is not on their side, and they get it over the line off the huge It's Jeff.
It was definitely Jeff time right there. Oh my days. Oh my days. And they only have to capture a third of the first outpost. Insanity right now. It is tough to look on the side of Loyalty right here, but XOXO so formidable with it. That is a hey, haven't seen a big Jeff time in a long time. But thanks to LND Fields, we got to see a nice Penta Jeff KO. That's crazy.
You don't see that one every day, Liger. And what a way to close things out on that first half. Loyalty need to play the defense of their lives here if they want to get a semblance of chance of a map 3. And XOXO, all they need to do is basically walk through the door.
Ooh.
30 seconds before you attack.
That door is it's very ajar right now. Doesn't have any deadbolt. It's just there. The keys are under a rock outside. They already found the rock. It's looking tough, but tougher battles have been won before. It isn't over till it's over. Loyalty still have a chance to bring out anything. This is your last opportunity to show everybody your guts, your blood. Let's see if Loyalty have what it takes to turn the tides and flip the script. Or XOXO gonna maintain this 2-0 streak right here. And here it is. Pentagram of Farala charging up. Portal in. Oh my, Jay-Z's about to get jumped.
Ooh, maybe not. Looks like they are going to be taking it nice and slow and getting away, and not today. But maybe now they're not in a healthy place. But there we go. Double KO off the Maelstrom. Azitha locking it down once again, and they're looking for more here. Such a tough start, and it's getting better and better. It's going to be Aresta trying to keep them on a lock here, and they will be able to lock it down, lock it in. The KOs are over the top. That's going to be the series, everybody. EXO take it 2-0 in their favor. GG.
A certified double G moment right there. There it is, everybody. End of Dracula's Castle. We didn't even get to see Dracula's Castle. That's Central Park, everybody. There it is. Going Fields with a massive MVP on the little Jeff that could, the little duck. Holding it down.
After that,
around.
old mate, no doubt.
Yeah. Crazy, crazy, crazy presence. What a time to be alive. XOXO with a 2-0 taking down Loyalty, claiming victory here in this series. And that's going to be it for them. And I do believe that will be the last of Loyalty in the preseason for now. We may see them again in Stage 1. We'll find out. Best of luck to them and their players on their adventures in Ignite. XOXO hold it down and still maintain a good score. And then going to be in the playoffs. Surely after that good win there.
Yeah, I think that should more solidify their position into this one, and we'll see just how things look towards the tail end of this one. But an impressive way to get things done there. You know, I really enjoyed seeing some of what the Devil could do into those replays, but Alone Pills was the one that sent them packing on that first half. Like, there's just no getting away from that, is there?
Yo, run the replay back on that, Jeff. Give me the whole clip right now. I want to see it again. Insanity coming out. Hey, listen, we love good Jeff action here in the Pacific. That's what we do. We love to get into the mix of it. Now, that is excellent. That is a good start from XOXO. That's our third series of the day. We still got 2 more banger series coming up. It's going to be awesome. I believe there's so much at stake for these teams right here. So much potential. We'll see how it is. But we got to give respect to all the people showing up here today and yesterday and the day before and the weekend before. All of the group stage here in the preseason for Ignite. It's right here in the Pacific, in Asia specifically. These teams are putting on a formidable performance, showing up as much as they can, really exploring what is the new meta we have after recent patch notes and how is Ignite shaping up to be in this glorious year of esports that has just begun, only just begun for Marvel Rivals.
And you know, just when teams think they're getting a handle on the meta, we got Season 7.5 on the horizon here. So, you know, just as soon as you think you figured it out, it's all going to flip on its head. We don't know what those changes are going to be yet, but look forward to Black Cat coming into the mix there, and look forward to whatever else is going to be involved with that. I hope that there's going to be another overhaul all over again.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. If we can see some of that. Black Cat, we don't know anything. Guys, we don't know. We don't know Vanguard, duelist, strategist. We don't know. We don't know her kit. We don't know what she's capable of. But what we do know, she's got a diverse and flourishing history in Marvel Comics, in TV, in movies, you name it. We want to see Black Cat, big fan favorite for Marvel fans. We're going to see what she's capable of, Felicia. We're going to see what she's going to bring to the table. And I don't know about you, Matsy, I'm looking forward to the team-ups. I'm hoping. I know every Spider-Man main out there is hoping as well. She has a team up with Spider-Man, maybe make him more viable in Ignite. We've got some amazing Spider-Man players, but pair him up with Black Cat. Could be exciting. Could be exciting. I mean, White Fox is doing great. Why can't Black Cat as well?
Yeah, I'm really hopeful, you know, that that hero has a lot of potential. But speaking of potential, looks like we have more than potential. We have an interview coming through right now, everybody. Let's welcome in from EXO themselves. It's going to be Azitha. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us here today. And really great game from you and your roster. And I got to say, how are you feeling playing so confidently on the Captain America?
Yeah, it's my signature hero, so I can play like we don't never skin before. Just just play it. Yeah. We just figured it out about 2 days ago and we just play it, bro.
That's good. That's good. Now I want to know, who do you feel was the teammate side by side with you that stood out in this series just now?
By far, I think it's LY1Y. Yeah, he can play Elsa and Jeff. He from the last 2 maps, he got MVP. Yeah.
It was a good Jeff. Very good.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I guess, how did your team feel coordinating that play? Like, what was the communication like during that critical moment?
We just 3-2-1 die, kill them. That's that. Yeah.
Keep it simple and you get the job
that's
done.
simple.
I love it, Zitha. That's really great. And yeah, really happy with your run so far into the group stage. I want to say best of luck heading forward into the rest of the competition. And thank you so much for joining us for the interview here today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. There you go. Great to
Legend.
hear from the MVP, you know, in at least one of those
Locked
maps
in.
themselves. Really
Locked
locked in.
Locked
loved
in
it.
on the Captain America. Love to see it. Zitha put on a show. Yeah, I was expecting it. You got to shout out Aloni Fields. Cooked
Of course.
on double duty on both roles. Cooked on the Elsa and Jeff. We want to see more of that. I love seeing diverse players who bring 2 things to the table. All right, you got to have a main course and a side dish. Okay, maybe dessert later. Maybe a nice drink. Depends. You know, hydrate. Everybody, drink some water. Everybody.
That's it. Drink some water. You're going to have plenty of time too, because we are going to be going to a break, everybody, while we get our next series set up. So stay hydrated. We'll be back with our next one right after this.